White Indian. Way back when our country was young, the West was still east of the Mississippi, and the truly great Americans were the intrepid pioneers of the backwoods of New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, where the woods were thick and sown with sudden death. The greatest of the backwoodsmen was Dan Brand, ancestor of Steve Brand, and his little Indian friend Tippy, who blazed new trails of adventure for others to follow, pushing civilization and justice across the continent of the New World, where the white American and the brown American fighting common deadly enemies side by side. Of course, Dan Brand wasn't always a pioneer. No, there was a time, in 1770, all Philadelphia society turns out for the wedding of the wealthy young Dan Brand and his sweetheart, Lucy Wharton. A fine match, two of the proudest names in the colonies. I guess the best man won, eh? Right, but I'm sure the other man, Peter Bradford, doesn't think so. Say, there's Bradford now, up on the balcony. Why, he's... Look out, Dan! If I can't have her, no one else will. I'm going to kill you, Dan Brand. Put that pistol away, Bradford. I'll show you who's the fool. No, don't shoot, Peter. Please don't. Oh, Lucy, Lucy. She tried to protect him. Lucy, darling, speak. She's dead. Oh, Lucy. I want Bradford. Bring him to me. He's disappeared. He must have escaped in all the excitement. A few days later at the funeral, I have but one purpose in living now, to make Bradford pay for this. Sob. Bradford's trail led westward. Yep, stranger, answering your description, passed this way before yesterday. On the trail for Fort Bedford, and in a hurry too. But I warn you, young feller, it's mighty rugged out there for a town-bred chap like you. But Dan Brand pushed relentlessly westward, cold hatred in his heart. He crossed rivers, great shaggy mountains. He bored through mighty forests, along unknown trails. Only an iron will for vengeance kept him going, for his town-bred muscles and tea-party ways were puny weapons against the might of the elements and the trackless vastness of the wilderness. But at last, lost. I must have traveled in a circle. I know I've been at this spot before. I'm so exhausted, but I've got to go on. Got to. A bear! My rifle! Dan ducks the onslaught of the enraged beast of the forest, but a slashing blow from the sledgehammer paw. Rawr! Ah! My arm is broken. Useless. This is the finish, Dan Brand. Go out fighting. Thunder! I must have wet my powder in that last stream. If I can get to my knife in time. Killed him. But what's the use? Exhausted. Losing blood. Sleepy. I think I'm passing out. The primeval wilderness, brooding blindly over life and death and violence, claims its own. Ominous silence grips the forest once again, and darkness draws a veil over Dan Brand, plunging him into the half-sleep, half-death. Minutes, hours, days, they all seem in the black, blind pit from which so few return. Until... What? Where? Where am I? How did I get here? Who are you? We found you almost dead in the woods 2 days ago, and we brought you to our village. I am Great Deer, chief of all the Catawbas, and this is Tippy, my son. Thank you then, Great Deer, but I must go. go. I have a mission of vengeance that cannot wait. Careful, you are still too weak, my boy. Catch him, Tippy. I honor your mission of vengeance, my son, but here is an old man's advice. Stay with us a while and recover your health. We will teach you the ways of the forest, the Indian lore, and then you will conquer both the wilderness and your enemy. The strong of heart do not throw themselves foolishly into danger, but prepare themselves. Let us teach you cunning and give you strength. You speak wise words, great dear. I will stay. I will learn all you can teach so that I may overcome my enemy. Weeks passed by. A fine shot. You picked up his trail with cleverness, and you kept him between the wind and you so that he would not pick up your man smell. You are a good pupil, my boy. You'll stay with us, won't you, Dan Brand, and be my brother? And the weeks rolled into months, rigorous months that tempered Dan's muscles to steel. Quickly, Dan, now, while he's turning. Less muscle and more skill, my son. Ah, that's it. Good. I give, Dan Brand. The match is yours. By the spirit of my ancestors, you are getting too good for me. A solid year passed until my mission is still unfulfilled, great dear. So now I must go. I look on you as my father, my noble teacher. My heart is pained by your leaving. Ha, what's this? Great dear, great dear. Quick, defend yourselves. They attack, he's dead. To the defenses, everyone. In a few minutes, these are Chippewa from across the mountain. An unknown white man sells them fire water and stirs them to war so he can sell them rifles and powder. They come. Die, foolish Chippewa. We will teach you a lesson this time that you'll never forget. And then, fall back, Chippewa, fall back. They're too strong for us this time. Bradford, crack. But the next moment, oh, my son, help me. I'm shot. Great dear. Father. That was Bradford's rifle ball. Avenge me, my son. Take care of Chippy. No, don't go. I have no one. Stay with me, my brother. Don't leave me alone. I'm sorry, Tippy. This time I must go. Now I must avenge two deaths. Goodbye. Swiftly now, a new Dan Brand, wise to the ways of the forest, follows the trail of the retreating Chippewas. They retreated this way, running fast, going back the same way they came, judging from the prints going both ways. And there are the footprints of Bradford's horse. They scattered here, whiskey in the air. This must be where Bradford distributed the fire water and rifles. Ah, hoof marks, many of them. He must have brought up this stuff by mule train. There, he went that way, alone. A 2-mile sprint, and Bradford at last. Dan Brand! Not fast enough, Bradford. Crack! A knife through your heart is as good as a rifle ball, Brand. Save your rotten breath, Bradford. You'll need it. Save your own breath, Brand. And say your last word. Make it a prayer. Yeah, what the? Tippy. Bless you, little warrior. Crack. That's for Great Deer. Bam. And this is for Lucy. My mission is over, Tippy. We are avenged, Dan Brand. And I'll never leave your side, Dan. I'll keep following you wherever you go. We have killed our greatest enemy, side by side, and we are blood brothers. I have no one else in the world to love. I have no one either, Tippy. No one to love. I think I have found my home and my future here in the wilds. And with you? Of course, brother. The end, or the beginning. I wanted to find a way to showcase the Frazetta artwork in this story. And I hope you liked it. And if you liked it, like it. Your comments are welcome. And please subscribe.